About a year and a half ago, President Trump tweeted, "Trade wars are good and easy to win." But so far, American farmers seem to be the losers in the president's trade war with China. Here in Michigan, on top of tariff trouble that made it harder to sell soybeans and pork to China, the state had one of the wettest years in history. And frigid temperatures last winter didn't help either. And as our correspondent Jessica Gomez tells us, the trade wars and the weather woes are hurting more than farmers. They're trickling down to the communities around them.
We have under our control approximately 3,300 acres. Normally this time of year, we would be seeing lush green crops growing, and right now we're kind of looking at brown dirt everywhere.
That brown dirt spanning hundreds of acres across the Smuts family farm southwest of Lansing. Hard to believe now, wet weather was to blame for one of the worst planting seasons they've ever seen.
It didn't rain a lot those days, but it rained enough that we were just unable to get back into our fields.
It's usually 6 foot or better taller.
And in Westphalia, the corn that did get planted on the Schaefer farm was weeks and weeks late. Brown patches where it was just too wet. What yield they'll get at harvest, still unclear.
It was tough, you want to go to work, you want to do your job, you want to plant the crops, but it's just too wet out there to do it.
Without corn to feed their dairy cows, Leroy and Stephanie Schaefer may have to buy it. That could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars lost.
I don't know where that money's coming from.
The weather creating the perfect storm for the Schaefers and other Michigan family farmers. On top of years of declining income, they're now caught in the middle of an escalating trade war with China.
We are challenged, to say the least.
Hi, guys.
Ernie Birchmeyer from the Michigan Farm Bureau visits farmers like the Schaefers, and behind the smiles sees the stress. But he says this crisis is now extending far beyond the dairy barns.
Our rural communities are made up of farmers and businesses that support those farmers and farmers that support those businesses.
In rural towns around Michigan, the reverberations of struggling farmers already being felt. Bags and bags of seed return to Bob Mansfield's company, unable to be planted. And he worries his grain elevator will still be empty come harvest.
We're shrinking the business to fit the business that exists today.
At Bader & Sons, a John Deere dealer in Portland, the service department is busy. But in sales, the sounds of silence. Sales manager Mitchell Thalen is a father of 6.
It's just slowed down so bad that you don't get the phone calls, you don't get the walk-in business.
Since farmers aren't coming to him, Thalen is going to them.
You get to know the farmer a little bit more personal once you face that face-to-face with them. A lot of guys are just, it's nervous right now, very nervous. They don't know what next year's gonna bring.
Good morning, Mitch, what brings you out?
But it's a tough sell these days.
Not today.
Why not today, Gord?
Corn ain't worth $5 and soybeans aren't worth 10.
While many farmers here support trade reform,
We could really use a trade deal.
for those like Dwayne Smuts, their patience, like their savings, is wearing thin.
How many more years of this could you withstand?
Not very many. We're burning through capital at a rapid rate here, and we don't need any more of these anytime soon.
Neither do the rural towns that rely on Michigan farmers. The true impact of what's happening here, like this year's harvest, may be too soon to tell.
We're in kind of mile 4 of a marathon here. So over the next 12 to 18 months, the rest of this marathon, this story is going to be told.
All right, we'll be seeing you, Gordon. I'll talk to you. Okay?
A story Mitchell Thalen hopes doesn't end here, that better days are down the road.
So if we go to 1142.
So do the Schaefers, who worry their 6th-generation dairy farm won't make it to 7.
What part of it is the toughest?
I don't know, kids wanting to come back and not knowing how to let them back. Just the income overall, not knowing. It's a big question mark.
In Westphalia, Michigan, for Matter of Fact, I'm Jessica Gomez.